Alright, we live in our van and I'm doing a video on curtains because we really struggled to find information on how to do curtains, and curtains were really important for us. It gives you privacy, and that psychologically is really important living out of your van because so often you're parked around people and you want to feel like you've got a space to be in. And also, you know, you got to change clothes, just whatever you're doing in a van, you want that level of privacy too. So the curtains are down, and these windows came a little bit tinted in this 2006 Toyota Sienna. So Teresa, if you can just kind of show, like, if you get really close, especially this one, like with the pattern curtain, you can see that there's a curtain in there, but also if you could step away a little bit and show that it's really something you got to be looking for. It doesn't look like there are curtains down necessarily.
Yeah, you can see it right at this angle, but it's very easy to just not notice it.
Yeah, and if we could just kind of come around and just in passing, you know, sort of show curtains. And now I'll show them to you from the inside. So yeah, we've got all the curtains down. If you can follow me in, Teresa. This is what it looks like on the inside in the broad daylight. So I've got this one clip holding these two curtains together, and these are all curtains that I had in my house. They were already, like, I'd already sewed them to fit, and then we just kind of mix and match and see where they fit best. We didn't go with blackout curtains. These are just regular house curtains. And when we're laid down in here like this, it provides a lot of privacy. Like, we can watch a movie in here, we can change, we don't have to worry about people seeing us. And yeah, hopefully I can get this. So Teresa can come here with the camera. What I ended up having to do was I put a screw in this little part here. This is where I guess people keep sunglasses. I keep other things in there. And I think I just found some old, like, shoelace or something. But I put that screw in there, and I tried to find a thick part of the plastic to put it in, and it's worked really good. And if we can just follow that around. And then for all the oh shit handles, the little handles on the door, I tied them at both sides. One side, the other side. And just the best you can, go ahead and follow that all the way around. In the back, I put a couple more screws. So far they've done well. I'm not as happy with them because, as you can see right here, it has pushed the plastic away just a little bit, but it's still sturdy. So far no problem with that. And if you can get the other screw. Yeah, and these are just different shoelaces, different random cords I had around. I didn't buy anything, I just scavenged them. Anything that looked thin and tough. That's what I was going for. And then over here on the passenger side, there's a handle, so I didn't have to put a screw in. So that goes all the way. It doesn't get in the passenger's way. This front curtain here, I put this in front of the seats at night, and even though, you know, in the daylight it might look like, oh, it looks kind of exposed, at night it's not. We can even have a computer in here, we can have a source of light, and it doesn't really jump out, you know, we just keep it low. This curtain during the day, I like to just take it down, and I've got these little carabiners. Found both of them. I clip them together, and they naturally sort of accordion style scrunch this, and I roll this up and just stash it in the back. And then, if you can see this, Teresa, there are these clips. We found these in dumpsters and all kinds of different places. And let me get Sherlock in here. Yeah. Thank you. Come on. get my dog in a car pulled in with a dog. So, when I roll these up, can you see this, Teresa?
Yeah.
I just roll these up like this. And I take a clip, roll them up, and I roll them right up here and clip it to itself. So I do that all the way around. We've actually had these windows down before and been parked in like a hotel parking lot and had the curtains down, which you might think just screams somebody sleeping in their van. But we've actually heard people say like, oh, look at this kind of Toyota Sienna van. It comes equipped with curtains. So even that doesn't really draw unwanted attention to us. Yeah, and during the day, I know you're in a weird position, Teresa, if you can just try to get this the best you can. We keep them rolled up during the day. We want to get as much air, and here's this net, by the way, I made. And that is a huge space saver. Love this net. And that's where we keep our clips, as you can see. Part of our morning ritual. We get up and we roll up these curtains. Let all the light and air in. Oh, and by the way, I also often have like clothes that if we've washed them and they need to be dry, I clip them up to these same lines so they'll be hanging down. Grab my clips. This used to be part of a guitar tuner, but any old clip is useful in van life.
Yeah, there was one day it was rainy and there really wasn't much else that we wanted to do except just lounge and watch a movie. And we put all the curtains down, and it was in the middle of the day in a busy mall parking lot, and I totally forgot where we were. I thought we were just sitting in a living room watching a movie in here, and no one knew anything of what was going on in here. Like, we had our own little private island where we could relax, just rest our minds, watch a movie, have some snacks or something.
And with this back curtain here, I don't use a clip. Teresa likes to take this through the seat belt once, twice, and that holds that just fine. So then we have all these curtains up. And is there anything else you should say about curtains, Teresa?
Well, as you could see, it was dark in here, so if you're storing food and you don't want the sun to get on your food, put the curtains down for that. If maybe you want a little bit of privacy, but you still want the airflow, we've had the doors open and the side long curtains down, so you can kind of get the cross breeze, but also have a little bit of privacy. And like Gumby said, being in a parking lot and having the windows down with the curtains down, it surprisingly isn't a problem. Like, I don't know if people are just not wanting to say anything or what, but it doesn't ever come up. Not for us so far, so.
Yeah, and like I said, this is a 2006 Toyota Sienna. We had a heck of a time figuring this out. Curtains seem like a very simple thing, but they can end up being sort of complicated of how to rig that up in your van if you're living in it. So hopefully this will just stimulate some ideas. I believe every situation's different, so this exact setup, hell, if you've got a Toyota Sienna, this exact setup may work for you, but probably not, but it might give you some ideas, because watching videos of what other people are doing stimulated some, I guess, ideas of what I could try. So this is what worked for us, and it might work for you.
Oh, and one other thing. When you're putting in the screws, if you decide to do this, Gumby, you were concerned about cracking the plastic, but he used just a regular hand screwdriver.
Yeah, I actually have a Leatherman Wave multi-tool, and I just used the screwdriver on that and just slowly put pressure. I didn't pre-drill any holes or anything. It's plastic, but it is a concern. You don't want to crack it, so be careful. Look for the sturdiest place in the plastic. But yeah, I got lucky. Didn't have any problems so far. I've not had any problem. We did this towards the end of last winter, and it's getting to be summer now, so going on almost half a year. These have held up well.
All right.
Good luck with your curtain.